it's not just the most exciting match. It's the fact that Vandagriff gets those key victories, and that's why he has the belt.
It is the way he wins. He wins with style. He wins above the ropes. He wins with aerial tactics, and he wins with a sense of flair. He's a guy who draws eyes, and he puts butts in seats. Vandagriff is a future star.
These two actually were embroiled in a feud over a year ago. Vandagriff teaming with Damian Drake, Kenny King, Shogun. Damian Drake and Vandagriff won the tag team titles from Kenny King and Shogun, but what kind of eats away at Vandagriff is the fact that he didn't pin Kenny King, and tonight he wants to prove that he is capable of beating Kenny King, and he wants to do it in our opening contest in MECCA 8.
And let's not just throw flowers on one side of the field. Kenny King is a star in this industry. He has been a top star for a decade or more and is continuing his onslaught of professional wrestling. This is going to be an exciting contest.
Oh, absolutely. Not only FSW championships, but a former Ring of Honor television champion and Impact Wrestling X Division champion. Kenny King has been on the forefront of national wrestling for about a decade plus now.
And he was on The Bachelorette too. Come on, man.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, bro. Come on. Don't forget that.
That's key to success when it comes to competition. That teaches me a lot.
Oh, nice reverse arm drag into an awesome move there.
And that's the thing. Kenny, he's wrestled a lot of guys similar to Vandagriff. Most of their offense is based on taking it to the sky. He knows the ground an opponent like Matt Vandagriff.
And that's where Kenny King stands out. He scouts his opponents. He knows, I'm going to take away your biggest asset. I'm going to take away the thing that you think you can beat me with. And watch Kenny King. He will dismantle Vandagriff in so many different ways.
Well, that's the thing, though. Kenny King, as much as he's seen, Matt Vandagriff might be the most creative pro wrestler on the planet right now.
And that's the difference, because Matt Vandagriff is one of the guys that when you think you have all the answers, he's going to change the question. You're going to take away the hype line, he'll go to ground and pound.
And Kenny King trying to catch Vandagriff by surprise with the roll-ups, but catching Vandagriff by surprise is difficult. And you tell me this, when you're already established in the sport and you see someone breaking in, how much promise they have, do you sometimes overlook how much the progression happens? Do you kind of take them lightly if you step in the ring?
I would say you take them lightly, but you might look past them in terms of, this kid's younger than me, doesn't have as much experience as me, and that's sometimes how veterans get slipped up with younger talent.
Vandagriff lands on his feet and turns it into the drop kick in one smooth motion.
The spring in his legs is incredible.
And you can just see over the last couple of years the way Vandagriff's confidence has grown. But Kenny King isn't short on confidence himself.
And that's the veteran move. When you get a young man who's full of himself, who's finding that new confidence, and he rushes in blindly, Kenny King is going to hit him with a spin kick.
That's what Kenny King does. He strikes, and then he attacks, and then you're done. That's usually how it goes against Kenny King.
And that's how Kenny King operates. He will systematically break an opponent down. Right here, these jabs are not meant to beat Vandagriff. They're just meant to wear him down, to let him know Kenny King's here. Look, float over and right into the ground and pound punches.
King springs off the bottom, hits the leg drop, stringing together offense. Just kind of seeing where Vandagriff's at physically, I'm guessing with that.
Yeah, that first cover is just to feel where you're at. That's all it is. Kenny King's not looking for the win there. He's just looking for the amount of strength that's left in Matt Vandagriff's body.
That's the thing. We know Vandagriff's resilient. We've seen him fly from the top of that post in the ring into the crowd to win matches. Now, that's not an exaggeration. He will put his body at heavy risk.
Vandagriff up and over, backflip. Kenny King with a nice leg trip and just a kick to the kidneys. Oh!
Follows it up with maybe a knockout shot.
You could have had a flash knockout there. That was good perception by Kenny King, going right after the kill shot.
That's the thing. Kenny King, once the match gets rolling, he's not going to waste any time. Well, as I say that, yes, he mocks Vandagriff a little.
But it's not wasting time. It's Kenny King getting his breath. That's a veteran move.
Well, Vandagriff's the type that never runs out of breath. He's got cardio for days.
Nice quickness there by Vandagriff. Both men on the apron.
Oh, it's so dangerous when you're in this position.
Oh, a gourd buster in from outside to in. Sunset flip.
And he had to go a long ways to get the sunset flip.
And now Kenny throws Vandagriff right back out.
It looks like at first he didn't see Vandagriff landing on his feet.
Oh, nice quickness there.
Slingshot cross body to the outside. But
that's what we call thinking a move or two ahead right there. Vandagriff knew as he went in, he was going to go right back out.
And it's great to have a strategy, but when you're against someone more experienced, you got to have multiple plans. You got to be able to react on the fly instantly.
That's where the pre-match all week long, all month long, leading up to MECCA comes into play. You got to be playing strategies. You got to create a secondary strategy in case that one fails, and then there's a tertiary strategy in case that one fails.
There's a lot of Kenny King footage to study. All the time he spent in the sport. But the thing is, what he's doing today, he can bust out things he was doing years and years ago in a split second.
And that's the beauty of Kenny King, because his offense, what was old is once again new. So things he hasn't done in years, if he breaks them out, he's not forgotten how to do them, he hasn't done them. So when he breaks those out again, they are a brand new offensive weapon.
Vandagriff said, the comments he sent to the FSW social media, he was going to systematically try and tear Kenny apart.
Uh-oh.
Whoa,
scoop up. Oh, power bombs, hit down. 2. No.
Gets a 2 for an explosive power bomb, and Vandagriff catching his breath now, but he might have to try and might be smarter to stay on the attack.
That's kind of shock and awe there. I don't think Kenny King was expecting to get dropped at a power bomb, and that's the thing that can knock you out, and it only takes 3 seconds. 3 seconds to lose a match.
Now Kenny King trying to get himself to the ropes, trying to do a vertical, and Vandagriff now, the one taking it to the mat.
Now we're tied up here. Kind of hard to see from our camera angle here. It's kind of hard to see what Vandagriff's got locked in, but I can see Kenny King grab the ropes, and that forced the break.
Yeah, he tied him up, but he wasn't completely paying attention to his ring positioning. And a little shocking to see that out of Vandagriff, but maybe he's in a rush to try and end this against Kenny King.
I will go back to, once again, maybe he's right where he wanted to be. He wanted to see what Kenny King had in him, to see if he can handle an armbar submission of some sort. Oh, kick to the gut. Oh, double kick. Going for the roundhouse. No. Oh!
And this is the first time these two have met one-on-one. Have squared off before in tag team matches.
Fuji power slam! Covers, give me flash! No!
And Kenny King, you could tell that took a lot out of him to deliver the power slam like that with such snap and such speed.
And that's a case of going in 3 different directions at once. Kenny King's moving one way, Vandagriff's moving another, and all of a sudden Vandagriff goes from, head up to head down. It is amazing.
Kick by Vandagriff, but spine buster by Kenny King.
Spine on a pine!
Who immediately floated over to the cover. He realizes it's do or die time for him to try and win back the No Limits Championship, a title he hasn't held in about 9 years.
See, that right there was called a sit your ass down spine buster, because Kenny King was going for the knockout shot.
And King now might be going for the royal flush, and Vandagriff knows it, delivering those elbow shots, maintains wrist control.
That kitchen sink needed a midsection. Now Vandagriff putting Kenny King out to the floor. Vandagriff rolling, baseball slide, basement drop kick.
And this is where Vandagriff's most dangerous.
This is where he wants you. He wants to use an elevated platform to inflict maximum damage with a singular move. Moonsault! Got him!
Orihara moonsault takes out the challenger, The champion risking it all to try and retain his title, but now it's time he's got to get back in the ring because he made it clear he wants to pin Kenny King tonight. A count-out victory will not be satisfying for the champ.
You don't realize how dangerous a move that is. If Kenny King takes one step in your direction, Vandagriff is hitting casino concrete, straight on, nothing between them.
A 7-star splash drives the wind out of Kenny King.
Got him, no!
And almost out of himself.
As a man who lived on the top rope and came up with a splash like that, it takes just as much out of you as it does your opponent.
Unless you have a chest protector.
I wasn't going to go there. That's what I did.
Pass is the pass, and Vandagriff looks like he's setting up for the antidote. Kenny King knew it was coming. Vandagriff's been putting people away with that.
Snapdragon!
Floats over. Tiger!
Driver! Wow! Got him!
If combos like that don't do it, what will? Well, Kenny King feels this is what's going to do it.
Kenny King setting up for the Royal Flush, maybe? Oh, no! Counter!
Second time it's been countered by Vandagriff. Antidote kick!